Okay, now we're back on track. The game Covert Front was a lot of fun, and I'm trying to analyze why. I had more fun with that game, similar to the very first interactive fiction game that I played, as compared to the Zelda and Peasant's Quest game in the second and third quest. And I think part of it is content. I'm a history buff. I have a degree in history, in fact, and so history interests me. So a game that is set in World War I and has to do with real life historical events just has more interest for me, I think, than the Peasant's Quest, for example. But that can't be all of it, because I think a well-designed medieval fantasy game would also be a lot of fun. But I think one of the things that piqued my interest was, hey, I can see how this could be used for a history class. Now, I don't think that I would use Covert Front in a history class as is, because while it has potential, it's not there, and I don't really understand why we don't have games like that are set in historical periods that also have historically relevant tests, quests, activities, challenges. Because if I analyze the action in Covert Front, well, you have to click on this in order to click on this, in order to turn on a light, in order to get a key, in order to, in other words, they're just puzzles, once again, which is not bad. Love puzzles. But if I'm going to use this for education, I want there to be real content. Putting together pieces to learn something about, to discover something about World War I, not just to figure out how to turn on the generator. And I don't understand why we don't have that. This game really reminded me of Tom Bissell's Extra Lives, Why Video Games Matter, in which he makes the same complaint, which is structurally and technologically, video games are amazing, and especially the newer ones. I mean, the one that I played is quite primitive compared to a lot of the newest, most technologically advanced visual games. And yet the content is crap. It's meaningless or even offensive in some ways. Not Covert Front, but Grand Theft Auto, or all those shoot 'em up type games. And it's like, why can't that level of creativity and sophistication also be put into the creation of worthwhile and educational narratives? And I understand that's what serious games is about, but I've not seen a game that I think reaches this. And I'm not really sure, because it doesn't seem like it would be that difficult, even with something as simple, flash animation wise as Covert Front. Why couldn't you be searching through the library, not just to find the two images that match, to figure out the code, but finding the telegram, the Zimmerman telegram or something like that, something that's historically relevant that you have to read and then interpret, and that leads you on, rather than some pretty arbitrary puzzle. So we're kind of getting there. We're kind of seeing what could be, but I haven't found it yet. But I'm going to continue on this narrative quest, and maybe I will.